And a very warm welcome to Wellbeing Mission Control. Always delighted when you can join me. Do you know how much energy we waste on being anxious and afraid, worrying about the future, building up all kinds of pictures of how terrible things could be? It's a common part of the human experience and something that we probably encounter on a daily basis. But it's a habit. I know it probably doesn't feel like a habit, it just feels like a reaction to whatever you're encountering. But the fact is, most of our behaviours, how we think, how we feel, they're connected to habits, deeply ingrained, conditioned behaviours that for most of us were laid down during our formative years. That's good news, because if you question the value of those habits, are they helping you or are they hindering you? Are they helping to support your dreams and ambitions, or are they impeding your progress? Once you realise that these are habits, then you realise you have the power to change them, to interfere with this flow of behaviour, because those habits are not necessarily who we really are. I like to think of habits more as a garment, an article of clothing that might reflect your tastes and your preferences, but we shouldn't mistake what you wear for who you are or what you can do. And our emotional state can be changed. You just consider, how am I feeling? What am I thinking? What am I doing? Is this really working for me? Or can I change it? The moment that we learn to disengage the fear response, we get a whole new lease of life, a very different perspective on what's possible. And you can influence how you're thinking or feeling with your posture. It's okay, it's very easy. We humans are hardwired to respond to the way we hold our bodies. Most of us tend to hunch and bunch the shoulders in a defensive posture, and for most of us it means that we're living our entire lives in this caged, limited, blocked position. I've worked with enough people who find difficulty breathing to know that this is not a natural way for us to be able to live and express ourselves. But the moment that you gently unlock and release the shoulders, you send a direct message to your mind, to the whole body, that you're not in danger, that there is no threat. It turns down the fear, the stress and anxiety. And once that happens, you can breathe a little more deeply and begin to discover what it feels like to restore a degree of more natural, more efficient, I'm going to call it normal behaviour for your body, for your mind to experience. Perhaps you should ask yourself the question at the top of each hour: where are my shoulders? What did that guy Greg say? Oh yeah, learn to relax. You can see that when I relax my shoulders, I am, in fact, opening up my chest so I can breathe a little more deeply. This isn't always comfortable, and this whole process should always be comfortable, but this opening gesture implies that we are vulnerable because we're not locked and blocked. But this is a much more natural way for you to enjoy life, for you to stimulate your creativity, to open your awareness, to begin to enjoy life on a whole new level. And that's something I'd love you to do, because we started this simple discussion with the idea that we invest an enormous amount of energy into fear and doubt and anxiety, and most of that is wasted. It is completely unproductive. It is not helpful. And the moment we begin to disengage that instinctive fear response, everything seems to feel better. You feel more centered, more in control, more capable of dealing with whatever you're facing. What do you think? You know I'm always delighted to hear your comments and observations. And for me, this is just a fun thing to do, to share the benefits of experiences people have shared with me, the things they've taught me, the things that I endeavour to share with others. Let me know what you think. And in the meantime, allow me, with your permission, to wish you the most wonderful day.